Hey guys, Universal here, back for another Jujutsu Infinite video, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys of the best build for boss farming in the game. This build lets me get done with Sukuna boss fights in around a minute on the hardest difficulty, like Toji boss fights in like 50-40 seconds. Like, this is by far the best build I've seen so far, and you guys can tell me if you've seen better ones down in the comments. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video. First off, the most obvious question you're going to ask is what techniques are required. Okay, so you can do this with 2 techniques. 3 if you want to push it to like the best, the most optimal form of it, and if you want to use 4, you can. But for the techniques that you're going to need ratio. This is like, if you ever seen a PvE tier list of like the best techniques and they put ratio low, just know they didn't use the technique. Just know they didn't. But ratio, you're going to need that, and you're going to need star rage. These 2 together make one of the most disgusting boss farm builds I've ever used. Okay, you can also include Curse Queen. I like to use Rika for that extra 3rd slot, and then the 4th slot you can use literally whatever you want. I just have Volcano there because I use one of the moves I like to use, but like Rika's a good one to have. But yeah, the main ones that you're gonna need are ratio and star rage. You need those for sure. Next up, I'll be covering the skill tree that you need. Okay, so we're going to go into stats. We're going to come over to health. You're going to get, obviously, the first health node. Health increases all the way over to right before burst RCT. You don't want to get burst RCT. You want to get your health increase 4, and you want to get brain heal. This says it gives you 10% domain meter. It gives 22% domain meter. I don't know how this got through giving 22% domain meter, but the description says 10%. It gives 22% domain meter. Next up, we have the focus tree, which you're going to want to go heavy into. Obviously, you awaken your focus increase. You want to go all the way to black flash proficiency. You want 130%. Yes, you want a lot of black flash damage. Then you're going to want to go over here, get a little bit of vampiric black flash. You don't have to get this, but you're going to be left over with 6 points at the end, so I took these 2 right here. You want to get all the way to sparks of black over here. You're going to want to get lock in right here, and you're going to get 1 tick of total concentration right here. Then you want to go over to your technique tree. You want to get all the way over here. You want to max out your technique damage. If you want to, instead of getting vampiric right here, and you want to get like divergent fist or something for more damage, you can get that. That's really up to you. You want to get 0 into the strength tree, nothing into the strength tree, and then you want to come over to innates. For ratio, you're going to use the first 3 moves. For star rage, you're going to be using Terra and Jupiter. Terra and Jupiter are the moves that you're going to be using for star rage, because those are the ones that change inside of the domain. You're also going to want the domain if you have it. If you don't have it, this build still works perfectly fine, which I will show you guys. But if you have the domain, obviously get it. And then for Rika, you're going to be using Ghastly Fist. And then if you have one other technique, you can take another technique move, or you can like use like Energy Blast from Rika if you really want to. It's really up to you. But that's what you want to do for your skill tree and moves. All right, so let me give you a simple rundown on how to use this build, right? All right, so first off, here are my equipments if you want to see those. I'm using the Sukuna equipment because obviously I just got that. I'm using a Center's Cloak. Jogo's gear is better than this, but I haven't gotten it yet. I'm using Enlightenment Beads, and Perception Blocking Mask is 20% more damage to entities. You don't need hand gauntlets. Your weapon does not matter for this build, but it's just what I choose to use. Anyways, if you don't already know this, you should know this, but obviously before you go into like any fight /buff, it'll auto pop your gourds for you. You can use a rage gourd if you want for 40% more damage, but against some bosses that'll make it to where you won't get enough to pop your domain. But if you don't have a domain to worry about, don't worry about it. Just pop a rage gourd if you want to make the fights go faster, but you don't have to do that for this one. All right, so first off, you want to come over here. Oh, this is how I have my moveset, by the way, in the bottom right, if you want to look at that. But anyways, you come over here, you spawn the boss, you use Rika's Ghastly Fist. They're not going to get flung, so they're going to eat all of these hits, right? You could attack Sukuna more if you wanted to, but he's going to go up. He's going to send 4 slashes at you. You want to dodge these. You want to come over to Sukuna when he falls. You want to hit him with Jupiter and Terra, right? Dodge that. Now he's going to jump onto you, just block. This is blockable. Then you want to Black Flash, do this. Then you want to use either one of your other 2 ratio skills that you equipped. And look, bam, I've already done that much damage. Then you want to use Brain Heal if you haven't already used it. You have Domain, and then you can pop Domain before him because you don't want him to get his domain off. And then from here, it's he's cooked. He's cooked. Because you're about to see a lot of damage in the next coming seconds. Give me a second. All right, you can go for another one of these if you want to real quick. It has like a 5-second cooldown for some reason. I went for a 7-3 strike. All right, look. We're going to 7-3 strike him. Rika's Fist and Jupiter. Look at his health. Look at his health. Then I'm going to go for a Terra just because. And 7-3 strikes again. And he's just dead. I missed the Black Flash right there, but as you can see, His health absolutely melted. That took me like, I don't know, probably a minute or something like that. At like it is extremely fast when you're using this build. Now if you want me to explain it, give me 1 second while I claim these chests. Alright, so when you're using this build and you're attacking the boss, you're going to want to wait for those little stun periods. You're going to want to hit the boss with a 7-3 strikes. This is basically like just a cursed technique version of spin kick. It lowers the boss's defense, lets your other 2 ratio moves they hit for insane amounts of damage do crazy damage. The Ghastly Fist is just for when you want some extra damage when you're like, because it doesn't fling the boss for some reason, letting it do like crazy damage. You don't have to worry about having Molten Chamber. I didn't even use it. As you can see, you don't need this. Jupiter and Terra just do like, do you see that mass bar you have? It's constantly always filled inside of the domain, making it do crazy damage. And when you're outside of the domain and you're wanting to build up your focus meter, they're just 2 good moves to have and just really strong. And yeah, I mean, the build's pretty simple. Obviously you want your domain so you can expand your domain before he does, because once Sukin expands his domain, the fight gets really annoying. But other than that, it's really simple. Now I'm just going to show you guys me fighting some other bosses real quick so you can see how good the build truly is. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope this helps you guys farm. It makes farming bosses really easy for me personally. As you can see, I got like all the Sukuna drops that I could ever need now, and I'm probably just going to use it to farm more bosses until maybe it gets nerfed or patched. Who knows? But yeah, anyways, let's go into me fighting the other bosses. Oh yeah, and your awakenings and stuff, all that doesn't matter. I have dense awakening, like I have energy halo, like none of that matters. None of it matters. Almost forgot, I gotta show you me guys clearing it without the freaking domain expansion. All right, let me show you guys without the domain expansion. So we're gonna let Sukuna use his this time. Dodge the 4 slashes. It's pretty easy. Comes down. Okay, so I'm an idiot. I'm gonna do these. It really doesn't matter even if I mess this up. I'm not gonna lie. Bam. Do all this. Free damage. Spider web. Oh, that's usually when I do my Molten Chamber. Actually, now that I'm not doing my domain this time. He's got a domain expansion when he gets about half HP. And commence the music. And like, don't let all the flashing effects like confuse you. He's doing the exact same things he was doing 2 seconds ago. Like nothing has changed. It's just you might get distracted because of the fact that he's in his domain, but he's doing the exact same things he was doing 2 seconds ago. Except it does a bit more damage because you're in a domain. But overall, still doesn't do that much damage. As you can see, I still have 8,000 HP, and he is now dead now. Yeah, as you can see, like look, still super easy. No domain expansion used. For anybody being like, I don't have a domain shard yet. I don't have a domain. I can't use that build. Yes, you can. It's still super easy even without the domain. So anyways, let me get into me clearing the rest of the bosses. I won't be talking during those, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the build, guys. Anyways, I'll let you see me clear the other ones.